Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch One. Thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the modern-day resurrection of an all-time legend. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual GMT-Master 2 116719BLRO. This is the white gold Pepsi bezel. You can see the watch on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. Now, you can see the entirely 18-karat white gold, two-tone ceramic bezel Pepsi. On my wrist is 40 millimeters across the round of the case. However, only 12 millimeters thick, it's delightfully thin, and with a sloped bezel, it easily slides under a dress cuff or a tight sleeve. Where the watch really shows its substance and its size is from lug to lug, and on this watch with the solid end piece, we don't use the lugs as the reference. The outcroppings, the solid end outcroppings of the Oyster bracelet, define the outermost extremities, and they are 51 millimeters on this watch, so it's quite substantial for a nominally 40 millimeter timepiece. And as the lugs are exceptionally wide, the watch almost wears more like a cushion case than a true round watch. With a solid white gold case back, white gold bracelet, clasp, and bezel, it's exceptionally heavy on the wrist, imparting the impression more of a platinum timepiece than one made of gold. Now, Rolex was careful to take the modern day resumption of the glorious Pepsi bezel line and make it just a little bit special. It debuted at Baselworld 2014, a year in which Rolex fans were spoiled for novelty. The Technicolor, exuberant, almost candy-coated Milgauss Z Blue debuted that year, as did the long-awaited Sea Dweller 40, and there was a wholesale redesign of the Cellini line, but it was this, the rebirth of the original Pan Am Pepsi bezel that was the star. The combination of the red Cerachrom with the blue Cerachrom is a Rolex first, and although the ceramic bezel Rolex was born with the modern GMT-Master 2 in 2005, this is the first time red ceramic has featured on the GMT or any Rolex line. Bracelet itself is of outstanding quality. Now, it is solid link white gold, so very heavy in the hand. Effective use of brushed and polished contrast gives it differentiation, visual articulation, and, in conjunction with the taper of the bracelet, superb elegance. The clasp is a million miles removed from the stamped Rolex clasps of yore. This one features spring-loaded articulated internal elements for a solid and secure lock with clamshell action. Now, when opened, it has the snick and the snap of a precision instrument, and, despite being crafted in fine white gold, it does feature the utilitarian refinements of the standard Oysterclasp, including the 5mm Easylink adjustment for times when you may be active or inactive and need a small measure of tool-free adjustment amounting to 5mm. That's Easylink, and the entirety closes with wonderful assurance. Now, entirely crafted in white gold, it's important to mention that Rolex entirely crafts its white gold. So, in its own foundry, Rolex creates an alloy of gold, platinum, palladium, and other elements that is completely homogeneous, which is to say, unlike conventional white gold, which is milky yellow underneath and then rhodium plated, Rolex white gold is solid, homogeneous. If you scratch it, there is more white colored gold underneath, and that refinement means that gold, even in a sports watch application, is a natural choice on a Rolex watch. It reminds you you're wearing something truly special while preserving the look of brushed and polished steel that's essential to the historic Rolex Pepsi bezel GMT. Now, the bezel itself is worth mentioning, because not only does it remain bidirectional rotating with the ability to offset from the 24-hour second time zone hand, thus allowing temporary references to 3 separate time zones, but it features the combination of two-tone ceramic. It starts out entirely red. Additional sintering at 1600 degrees Celsius turns half of it blue. The wells, featuring the indices, the index at 12, and all of the Arabic numerals. The wells are then filled with platinum for long-wearing durability and oxidation-free beauty. It's gorgeous, and as ceramic is effectively just as hard as a sapphire crystal, it's going to remain handsome for a long time to come. Now, the white gold of the case is matched by white gold on the dial. All of the indices, as well as the hands at center, are polished white gold, and the watch features fully lumed features, so it's easy to discern in low or no light. A characteristic Rolex Cyclops Eye magnifier highlights the date, and the dial base itself does feature a gloss black. Quite beautiful. It sits atop a Rolex Perpetual caliber 3186 31 jewels with a 45 to 48 hour power reserve, very smooth bidirectional winding such that you cannot hear or feel the rotor wobble on your wrist. It is also a COSC certified Swiss chronometer, features hacking seconds, so when you pull the crown you do stop the seconds and you can synchronize precisely to a reference time. It also features a dual time function, and this is a GMT-Master too, so unlike the Pan Am originals, this one can set the local hour hand and the GMT 24-hour speed hand in separate phase. That is, they can be out of alignment such that the 24-hour hand shows a second time zone rather than becoming the AM/PM indicator for the local hour hand. It also features a full balance bridge and a free-sprung balance with a handmade Cerachrom blue anti-magnetic Breguet overcoil. This is a superbly refined watch inside and out. The rebirth of a legend. It has a feel in the hand and on the wrist that is simply sublime. You can see the resurrection of an all-timer, the Rolex GMT-Master 2 Pepsi bezel, on our website, watchyouwant.com.